Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is sponsored by Toyhax.com. Toyhax is your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern box. Weaponry for your figures from the Toyhax Armory, and great-looking backdrops for your display from Toy Stages. So visit Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. Toyhax, making Transformers look amazing since 1999. Tell them Patriot Prime sent you. And now, on to the video. The feature bot in this video is 1989's Transformers Generation 1 Mega Pretender Vroom. Now I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to my friend and longtime G1 supplier, Iamratchet Toys, for giving me such a great deal on this complete Vroom. I will put a link to his eBay store in the description of this video because chances are, if you're needing a G1 figure, Iamratchet Toys has it. So Iamratchet, thank you so much. Now, Vroom hitting the toy shelves in 1989 meant that he arrived a little too late to appear in the animated series. He didn't even appear in Marvel Comics, but he was animated and was the star of the Mega Pretenders commercial. He was the one that the commercial mainly focused on. And that's pretty much it for the G1 history of Vroom. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at this awesome Generation 1 Pretender. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, breathing life to dreams.
Now we'll start things off by taking a look at Vroom in his Pretender shell, which is a very well armored and armed humanoid. And to be honest, he kind of looks like a police officer. Wait a minute, a police officer that turns into a motorcycle? Okay, I may have aged myself a little bit there, if being a G1er doesn't show my age enough. So anyway, not a bad looking shell. He's all mostly white and black. We've got some red up here for the shoulder pauldrons and this massive backpack that he has. That has a little blaster on top. Now if you don't like the blaster there, you can remove it and it will fit into his hand like a little pistol, but it is loose. But to be honest, I kind of like that look a lot better. Now, aside from the small pistol, he's got a large rifle with a drum on top. So Vroom is well armed and ready for battle. So let me go ahead and remove the weapon so we can take a closer look at the shell. So bringing him in for a closer look. The face sculpt isn't that bad. I like the paint applications. He's got gold on the helmet, yellow for the chest. We got a crooked Autobot insignia right there. Yellow for the abs, a gold belt, sticker there. Let's see, legs are white. We'll see gold underwear, white thighs, black boots with some decals. Lots of sculpted detailing on the arms. We got decals right there for the shoulders, decals on the shoulder pylons, and that's pretty much it. He's got wheels there on the back, but you know, you're not displaying him with the back facing out. So he's not really a bad looking Pretender. Articulation, the arms can go up and down. They can't really do a complete 360. They're going to hit right here on his thighs, and they're going to hit on those shoulder pylons. So as usual, articulation is not the Pretender's strong point. The main strong point of the Pretender is the Pretender hides the Transformer inside. So to release the inner bot, we're going to grab his thighs and pull up. I love how he hides the shell. It's a lot easier than most Pretenders. Flip that up. We're going to pull out the inner bot. Let's go ahead and shut this back up, and we're going to give him his large weapon, and we'll go ahead and stand him to the side, bringing in the inner bot here to fully transform it. We're going to flip out the arms, which are on some really tight joints. Flip this back panel back. Make sure the legs are extended. Flip the feet out. And there we have Vroom's inner robot. And to be honest, this is a really good looking robot for an inner Pretender bot. I mean, he's sharp. He's all bright red, got some stickers there on the arms and the legs. Face sculpt isn't that bad. I wish the visor was painted, but still looks really good. Got a really crooked Autobot insignia right there. Gray for the chest. He does have a peg sticking out right there in the middle of the chest. Let's see, got some gray thighs, and he actually cleans up pretty good as well. Articulation for the Interbot. Arms, well, they can't do a complete 360 because they're going to hit that backpack. So the arms can move around, and the legs can go out and in slightly, and the toes can move. So for weaponry for the shell, you have the little pistol that I showed you earlier, and then on the back of Vroom, there is an extra wheel. Go ahead and take that off, and there's a little peg right there. Go ahead and peg that onto his arm, and now he has kind of a little shield. And there we have Vroom's Interbot, all armed and ready for battle. So not a bad looking bot. Now the two of them are together. So let's get the Interbot transformed. We're going to remove the wheel, remove the gun, flip this back panel up and over, bring the arms down straight, point the toes, we'll squeeze the legs together. There's a little peg right there. Now squeeze them up. We're going to take the wheel, and it's going to go right there on that center peg. Peg the wheel in, make sure that back section's back so the wheel fits around it. And there's Vroom in his vehicle mode, which is some sort of Cybertronian race car. And it doesn't look too bad, and actually zips right across the table. So one of the better looking vehicles for the Pretenders, though you can see his fist. Now if you want to arm up the vehicle, you can take Vroom's larger weapon, remove the drum, and it'll peg in right on top. So now you kind of have a race car tank thing. So I wish the little gun fit on top of this better, but for some reason, I mean, it's a 5mm peg, at least I guess that's what that is, but it's too loose. I guess if you just kind of balanced it and had it on display, it still wobbles around. That looks better. I wish that fit in there, but it's this blaster right here, and it just dawned on me. You got a whole, let's see. Will that work? Nope. So there you go. There is Vroom's vehicle mode. So the deal with the Mega Pretenders is the Mega Pretender, the shell can transform as well. So to transform the shell, what we're going to do is remove this back section here, which is kind of a pain to get off. It's in there by friction. You kind of bring the back panel in and over. It goes between this little section here and tabs in where those gaps are. So put this to the side. Now what we're going to do is open up this section right here, bring these around like so. Go ahead and collapse the shoulder pauldrons up over Vroom's head. No, let's see, missing a section. We have to bring the wheels up and over first. Now we can collapse these shoulder pauldrons up over the wheel struts, and that will actually peg together. So we've got that going on. Bring the arms forward. There's a little hole on the arms that will match up to this peg right there. So peg that in. There's one, and there's the other. And now for the legs, we're going to take the legs and separate those, and they're going to peg in right there. You got a peg on the bottom of the foot that goes right there along the side. Peg one in, peg the other. Now we got these little struts here. Take the large wheel that was on the gun and just kind of fit that in. There we go. Take this back panel. It's going to peg in. There's a peg right there. Match that to the hole on the, or actually that's the hole on the front. So peg that in. It's kind of like the rear seat. See what I'm doing. And now we're going to take the smaller gun, and it's going to fit right there. And now we have Vroom in his motorcycle mode, or the shell's motorcycle mode. And that is not a bad looking motorcycle. It actually has fairly decent balance, as I cannot get it to stand up. I did there first before I started talking about it. So So yeah, you can kind of roll him around if you'd like. You do have some visible robot fists right there. Got some nice decals on the front. Light decals there, kind of wore off. Gold on top. We got the control panel there in the center. Decals here on the side with ones on the arms. Lots of gaps in the back though, so very hollow from the back. But all in all, that is not a bad looking motorcycle whatsoever. Does it balance? There we go. So you can balance it and kind of push it along. Now the other deal with the Mega Pretenders is the inner vehicle can combine with the larger vehicle. So for this, we're going to remove the large gun and the wheel. We're going to remove this back section here and the smaller gun. So remove that and that. Take the back section, and you've got these little slots. Where are they? Actually, I can find them on him. You're going to take the arms, move these down, just like so. Got these little slots here. They're going to line up right. I never can find this at first. Okay, here they are. Slots right here on the side. Match them up to these slots here. That's going to kind of snap into place. Now we're going to take this peg into the side of Vroom right there. So as you can see, we're making a sidecar. Now we're going to take the larger gun, peg that right there. We're going to take this gun, peg it here. And lastly, we got this wheel, peg that in right. Let's see, wrong way. That's going to snap in. And now we got Vroom and the Interbot combined into a battle armor motorcycle and sidecar. How cool is that? That is awesome. I mean, a motorcycle and sidecar and Transformers, and it's armed up. We got a giant cannon here on the sidecar. We got the little cannon on top. This is glorious. It's weird. It's goofy. It is awesome. So there you go, guys. There is 1989's Transformers Generation 1 Mega Pretender Vroom. And now for some quick size comparisons, here is 1989's Transformers Generation 1 Vroom with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, fellow G1 Mega Pretender Crossblades, and for a modern figure comparison, Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar. 1989's Transformers Mega Pretender Vroom is a pretty cool Transformers toy. He's a lot better than I expected. I never got to experience a Vroom until actually getting this figure right here, and I actually ended up really liking him. I've been messing around with this figure since I got him. The Pretender shell isn't bad. I like the detailing on it, but I do think it's got way too much of a backpack. I absolutely love how it opens up to hide the Interbot. I think the Interbot is great and actually transforms into a fairly decent vehicle. And both vehicle modes for the figure are pretty good too. I mean, the Cybertronian race car works for the Interbot, and the motorcycle that the shell transforms into isn't that bad either. And then combining them into a motorcycle with a sidecar that is all armed up and ready for battle is just icing on the 80s cake. So what do you guys think of 1989's Mega Pretender Vroom? Let me know in the comments below. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members, because it's your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.